How's it going, everyone? So right off the bat, I'm just going to say real quick, it's been a long time since I've attempted to make content like this. I have no following in the Crash community or otherwise, so I'm not expecting anyone to really see this, but I just thought I'd make a quick little video. Over the past couple days, I've been having some hands-on experience with the beta of Crash Team Rumble. If you're watching this, I'm going to assume you have some knowledge of the game and the franchise, so we're not going to be going into detail about the history behind the game, the leaks, etc. I'm just going to talk about my experience with the game and discuss some of the thoughts I had before and now after playing the beta. Honestly, going in, I wasn't really that excited for this game. I grew up with the PS1 and PS2 games, and I've always had a love for platformers, Crash or otherwise, so admittedly I was quite skeptical knowing that it'd be such a departure from the rest of the franchise. I was quite disappointed to know that there wouldn't be a story mode on launch, because simple as they may be, I've always loved the stories and lore in the previous games. Also, I'm just not massively into online multiplayer games to begin with, so yeah, I was skeptical. Still excited of course, because I love the franchise, but I had my worries. I initially wasn't even going to partake in the beta, I was just going to wait for release, but after seeing videos from some big Crash YouTubers, mainly Wumpa Lewis, curiosity got the better of me, and that curiosity combined with the reasonable price tag made me decide to pre-order. Therefore, I got access to the beta. Unfortunately, by the time the thing was installed, I only got time to play the tutorial and a quick match against bots before I had to go to work, but it was enough to get me excited. That was the longest shift of my life because I couldn't wait to get home and play some more. Even from that small experience, I was impressed with the gameplay. It was a unique take on the arena battle genre, but also had all the key elements you'd expect from a Crash game: platforming, gems, relics, crates, special powers, and of course an abundance of Wumpa fruit. Once I started playing matches against people though, that was when the real fun began. Rounds didn't last long, but they were definitely action-packed. Your ultimate goal is to get your team to 2,000 Wumpa fruit before the other team. Sounds simple enough. There's other factors at play though. Relics allow you to unlock attacks and defense mechanisms for your team, gem points can be captured in order to boost the amount of Wumpa you bank, and of course you can just beat the snot out of each other to reduce your opponent's Wumpa and stop them from banking. Characters are divided into classes. Ultimately you can do whatever you like with any character, but certain classes are better at certain things. Scorers, such as Crash and Tawna, are good at, well, scoring. They can hold 120 Wumpa fruit at a time, and can move really quickly, making them ideal for increasing your Wumpa count. Boosters, such as Coco and Cortex, are also very speedy but can only hold 90 Wumpa at a time. They make up for this however by having more relics spawn for them than the other classes, making them ideal for unlocking relic stations. I'm unsure if there's going to be more classes, I hope there is, but the last one available to us in the beta is the Blocker class, our example being the big man himself, Dingodile. He's great for preventing the other team from banking Wumpa. He's a little less nimble than the other classes, he can hold 110 Wumpa, has strong attacks, and is honestly a massive pain to deal with when there's more than one of him. Overall though, I feel like the classes are really well balanced and you can get a good amount of enjoyment playing any of them. I think Coco might be my favourite as of right now, but I honestly had lots of fun with all of them. To sum up the gameplay, I honestly really like it. It's fast-paced, action-packed, and really addictive. Once you start, you don't want to stop. I'm already missing it and it only shut down today, so that should tell you something. If you can't tell from the video, the graphics look really good. It fits right at home within the franchise. The 3 maps we got to try are incredibly reminiscent of certain environments from Crash 4, but I have no issue with that, as I quite like 4's aesthetic. The sound design's really good too. Your attacks feel heavy and weighty from the noises they make, there's a mix of new and classic sound effects and music throughout. Basically, I couldn't fault the presentation if I tried. Toys for Bob have done a great job here. In summary, I've gone from feeling skeptical to being quite optimistic about this one. I do hope there is eventually some kind of single player mode, but only time will tell I guess. I also worry about the potential inclusion of microtransactions, but if they do have to exist, I hope they're not mandatory, and content can be unlocked through regular gameplay. Anyway, I better wrap this up. These have just been my brief thoughts on Crash Team Rumble. I initially didn't really care about the game, but now June can't come any quicker. I know nobody asked for this, but hey, I hope I've at least entertained someone out there. If you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give it a like, share it around, maybe even subscribe. This has been fun, so I very well might start making more content like this if you guys show any interest. Anyway, thanks for watching, look after yourselves.